Hello everybody, it's me, Pastor Daniel, the pastor of Jesus is Lord Street Ministry here in the city of Victorville, California. Now trip out on this. Amen. I just got off work. Amen. Brought a friend, a co-worker, to this church that you guys call churches, that I call synagogues. Now this friend, amen, well, really he's not a friend, I really don't know him, amen, but he was in need of food. Amen. He just barely started working. He's trying to get back on his feet. Amen. And trip out, we came to this church right here in Victorville. It's called Turning Point. It's called Turning Point. And now listen. And what happened was, he got off the car, and man, we showed up when we got off the car. He wanted to go get some food because, amen, there was a line, and they were passing out food, but we didn't know that they were giving it out free. Now listen, giving it out free. And the pastor and the members of this church, amen, now listen, was asking for a $10 donation to get food. A $10 donation to get food. And I'll show you just a little bit. Amen. Now listen, I'll turn it around. See the people over there? Amen. See the people over there? You can bring it up on your phone. Now this pastor and the members of this church here in the city of Victorville, California, this guy that's just started working, and we came over here, just got off work, and he was in need of food. And what happened was, he went up there and asked them for food. And the pastor told him, and the members, it's a $10 donation, and they get the food free. These churches, amen, they get the food free from food banks. Amen, they get the food free from food banks. See, $10. So I came back. And I told the pastor. He didn't know I was a pastor. Now listen, I went up to him and I told him that I was in need of food. He didn't know I was a pastor. Amen. But the guy that was working went up to them, so they refused to give him food because he couldn't give them a $10 donation. So I went up to the pastor. Amen. Disguised as just a regular person, and told him, amen, I need some food. And he told me, a pastor and the members told me, it's a $10 donation. And I told him I don't have no money. And he said it's a $10 donation. He goes, maybe next time. And I turned around and told him and his members, you guys are nothing but hypocrites. And they get the food free. Selling the food. Can you believe that? It's called Turning Point. Amen. It's called Turning Point right here in the city of Victorville. I'll tell you the street right now. Amen. I'll tell you the street right now. Let me drive to the street. Amen. I'll tell you right now. It's sad. It's very, very sad. Amen. it's called, the cross streets are called Verguero and Los Palmas. The church is called Turning Point. So I disguised myself just as a regular person. I didn't introduce myself as a pastor, and I just went up to him after, and man, my partner went up and asked for food, and they refused to give him food because he couldn't give a $10 donation. And they get it free. So I came back and I disguised myself like I was in need. I told them, you guys are passing out food? They're like, yes. I said, well, I'm in need. And the pastors and the members told me it's a $10 donation. I'm like, I don't have no money. And they're like, well, maybe next time. You're nothing but hypocrites. And I told him and his members, you're nothing but hypocrites. Selling food that you guys get free from food banks. From your business license. That's called a 501c3 nonprofit. And you use, now listen, and you use the food that you get free, and you use that food, and you have food outreaches at your synagogue so that you can bring members to try to bring people into your church. What a shame. You pass out food that you get out free in your synagogues so that more people can come to your church. They're like, oh, this is a wonderful church. They give us food. They give us tamales. They give us eggs. Nothing but hypocrites. Hypocrite.
The battle between the flesh and the spirit. Come on, everybody, you